Day 17, Proverbs 17. Let's go. We're reading one Proverbs a day for the month of February. Today is chapter 17. So looks like we have about 28 verses. Alrighty, starting on verse 1. It's going to be titled, The Crown of Old Men. Verse 1. Better is a dry morsel and quietness therein than a house full of sacrifices with strife. A wise servant shall have rule over a son that causes shame, and shall have part of the inheritance among the brethren. Verse 3. The finding pot is for silver, and the furnace is for gold, but the Lord trieth the hearts. Verse 4. The wicked doer giveth heed to false lips, and a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue. Verse 5. This is one that I wanted to highlight with. Whoso mocketh the poor reproacheth his maker, and he that is glad at calamities shall not be unpunished. Children's children are the crown of old men, and the glory of children are their fathers. Excellent speech becometh not a fool, much less do lying lips a prince. A gift is as a precious stone in the eyes of him that have it. With whosoever it turneth, it prospereth. Verse 9. He that covereth a transgression seeketh love, but he that repeateth a matter separateth very friends. A reproof entereth more in a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool. An evil man seeketh only rebellion, therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. Let a bear robbed of her helps meet a man rather than a fool in his folly. Whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house. The beginning of strife is as when one letteth out water, therefore leave off contention before it is meddled with. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they are both abominations of the Lord. Wherefore is there a price in the hand of a fool to get wisdom, seeing he hath no heart to it? So the next couple verses from 17 to 23 is going to be titled, A Friend Loves at All Times. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. A man void of understanding striketh hands, and becometh surety in the presence of his friend. He loveth transgression that loveth strife, and he that exalteth his gate seeketh destruction. He that hath a forward heart findeth no good, and he that hath a perverse tongue falleth into mischief. He that begetteth a fool doeth it in his sorrow, and the father of a fool hath no joy. A merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones. A wicked man taketh the gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgment. Guys, so this is going to be the last couple verses from 24 to 28. It's going to be titled, The Eyes of a Fool. 24. Wisdom is before him that hath understanding, but the eyes of a fool are in the ends of the earth. A foolish son is a grief to his father, and bitterness to her that bare him. Also to punish the just is not good, nor to strike princes for equity. He that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. Last verse. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. Alrighty guys, so after reading through Proverbs 17, it's going to be little small solid points of wisdom. Pretty much every verse is going to be a different point of wisdom, different context of wisdom. So the couple verses that I wanted to highlight with is going to be verse 3. The finding pot is for silver, and the furnace for gold, but the Lord trieth the hearts. Basically, that's talking about the finding pot is for silver and for gold. So to break down the silver and the gold, you have to get, it really, really hot. So that's exactly what the finding pot would be. So the finding pot is for silver and for furnace, and the furnace is for gold. Same concept. Furnace is for gold, melts it down. So with that being said, to finish off, it says, but the Lord trieth the hearts. So our hearts are more important. Our hearts are of better value than gold or silver to God. Maybe not to us, but to God it is. All right, I also wanted to highlight verse 5. Whoso mocketh the poor reproacheth his maker, and he that is glad calamities shall not be unpunished. So with that being said, that reminds me of Matthew 25. Whoso mocketh the poor reproacheth his maker. So Matthew 25 verse 35 and verse 36, it says, for I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. All right, and why that directly correlates is because obviously verse 5, it says, whoever so mocketh the poor reproacheth his maker. So with that being said, in Matthew, when Jesus was saying, you clothed me when I was naked, you gave me water to drink when I was thirsty, you gave me meat when I was hungry, so it's basically saying that don't mock the poor. If you mock the poor, you're mocking God's creation, which is us. We're made in the image of God. No matter if it's someone that's sleeping on the streets or someone that's in a big penthouse, they're gonna all stand in front of God. No matter how much money you have, no matter how many people like you, no matter how many vehicles, all that good stuff, the biggest house, biggest vehicles, biggest influencer, the type of reputation that you have on this earth will not follow you. So basically, the homeless person and Bill Gates, at the end of the day, they're going to be judged the same in front of God. Alrighty, and then verse 6, children's children are the crown of old men, and the glory of children are their fathers. It's basically just telling you straight up, just how we respect our earthly father is the same way that we should respect our heavenly father, if not with way more. That's also just coming to him like he's your earthly father, like a best friend, talking to him that he understands everything that we're going through. He understands emotions, he understands feelings. Jesus was human. Another verse that I did want to highlight with is going to be verse 17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. So what is this saying? This is basically saying that a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. So someone that is a friend, someone that is a true friend and a true brother, they love at all times. They may not like you at all times, but they support you. They love you whenever they're going through, whenever someone else is going through something, they're there to be supportive. They're there to be a friend. They're there to be family, things like that. So it's basically the same. A true friend, a friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. And then the last two verses that I wanted to highlight is going to be verse 27 and 28. He that hath knowledge spareth his words. So someone that has knowledge of Jesus, or someone that has knowledge of wisdom, someone that has the word embedded into them, it says that he that hath knowledge spareth his words. So he doesn't speak, he guards his mouth. And a man of understanding is in an excellent spirit. So a man that has understanding, someone that has accepted that wisdom, that is using the wisdom for life, is of an excellent spirit. Even a fool when he holdeth his peace is counted wise. So you can still be foolish, and when you guard your mouth and hold your peace, you are counted as wise. And he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. It's just still talking about the power of tongue, guarding your mouth. Be cautious of what you put out into the world. Be cautious of what you speak out, because there's power. What does it say? That it says that there is death and life in the power of the tongue. So what you speak to others, what you speak over yourself, what you pray to God should all come to life. Alrighty guys, well thank you for rocking with me. If you stayed the whole way, God bless y'all. Stay tuned for tomorrow for Proverbs 18. Peace.